dying stages. We've had 11 minutes of this second half. Just up towards the quarter line came Atkins. Mosley picked off. Penalty flow in the last stages of the game can be critical. Win. 26 points to 18. Sterling. Downfield it goes. Docky gets a fortuitous bounce. On its end, straight up in the air and into his hands. Well, he's gone through that. He's upfield again towards the halfway. Miller. Speechley. Out to Quinn. Good evasive run there from the little fella. Weaving run. Takes it into the Parramatta half. Sorensen. Perry. Only two Cronulla players on the left-hand side of the field. All the rest of them are on the open side. Miller on the last tackle. On the blind side they go. Quinn has his kick charge down, falls on it, 6 to go. Touched by a Parramatta player, an attempted pick-off. Well, you can feel the tension in the air here. This is Perry's thrown it straight back to the opposition. But Nixon's cleaned it up so that they don't get the ball cleanly, so they've got to win it from the set scrum. And Perry's handling on that occasion was pretty ordinary. Knocked it straight back towards the opposition. The Cronulla captain minimised the error by falling on the ball. Now the Parramatta forwards have to win it, which they've done convincingly. Atkins wrapped up as Sterling gives him the pass on the blind side. 26 points to 18. 12 minutes of the second half gone. Laurie, away to win. I thought he was going to try to offload a one-handed pass there, but he thought better of it. On to Laurie. Meets strong defence. The Staines there. And Perry. Sterling driving it downfield. That looks like it might be a good kick. It's a beautiful kick. That's vintage Sterling. Torpedo punt, end over end. And has made a gain of about 38 to 40 metres on that occasion, bringing play to within 10 metres of the Cronulla line. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see both coaches make changes again in the not too far distant future, Graham.
Changes are certainly going to be brought about in this game. Another scrum win against the feed for Parramatta. Just can Cronulla hold out the Eels? This is the second set of 6 tackles. Let's just see how much pressure they can soak up.
Kenny. Mosley runs from dummy half. Speechley takes him out. He's only about 8 metres out. Sterling trying to weave and run, but he had no support on the outside. Slowly to his feet. Mosley again. It's Krakovic there. Now Mosley. Away to Sterling. Little grubber kick through. Who's got it? It's anybody's. There's knock-on every way. Well, the crowd going frantic there. There were half a dozen knock-ons in that little scenario. The kick put through, knocked on one way as the State Bank replay shows. Everybody had a go at it. Tension. Been 3 wins against the feed to the Cronulla side in the set scrums. And again they've come up with a scrum win. Well, this is pressure now for Cronulla. Only a couple of metres out to Linda. Onto Atkins. Atkins is wrapped up by Nixon. Nixon getting through a power of work for the Cronulla side, as indeed he needs to. Mosley from dummy half. He's only about half a metre away. Atkins at dummy half. Sterling feeds it to Linda. Linda effectively tackled. 5 metres out. A bit short-handed out in the left. Sterling goes for a long cut-out pass to Kenny. Kenny got a pass away. It's put down. And Cronulla come up with the ball only about 4 metres from their line. Nixon was again the saviour. Well, Cronulla now have to play steadfast football for a few minutes to sort themselves out. They've been under enormous pressure. Diamond tried to come away with it there. Quinn, Perry. Attention to details. Oh, geez, you're getting good at that, estimating of crowds, Graham Hughes.
14,755. I think that's close enough in the last 2 weeks. I think I'll rest.
The kick downfield taken there by Jackson. He's trying to bring it back. He's got Speechley in front of him. Speechley can't get to him. But Diamond can. Laurie trying to weave his way through the ruck. Mosley, long pass to Sterling. Sterling to Kenny. Kenny trying that footwork, but not coming off today. Win up the blind side of the ruck. Just taken over the halfway line. Mosley. Linda. Good tackle right round the boots there by Ettinghausen. Last tackle coming up. Mosley goes the blind side. It's to Muggleton. Throws the dummy. Got a pass to Mosley, which looked forward to me, but the referee says not. And again, that ball may have come off Watson's leg, but the referee was close to the action. Just a quick look at the State Bank replay, and we shall see. Well, I'm pretty sure that Mosley had the ball in a forward position there when he kicked it. Well, there'll be a penalty if they don't keep that scrum square. Sterling gets it in. Again, the referee says 13 minutes to go. Handling errors, 16 to 12. Kenny gets a pass to Laurie. Laurie goes through the middle of the back line there, stepping back off the right foot. Win. Out to Sterling. Sterling looks to supports, got it to Muggleton. Muggleton caught by one leg, bounces to his feet once again. Sorensen's there on the quarter line for the tackle. Mosley. Don Price. Craig Diamond's down there in back play at the moment. Wins on the charge for the line. On the surge, he's come out very close, got a pass away. It's gone to ground. It's been picked up by Jackson. Jackson evades one tackle. Speechley comes and takes his legs from underneath him. Out to Mosley. On to Sterling. Sterling back to Mosley on the run around. Last tackle coming up now. Can Cronulla withstand the pressure? Sterling gets it away to Krankovic. The ball's gone free and Cronulla come up with it. Only 3 metres out from their line. 12 minutes to go. 26 points to 18. Both sides leg weary. Absolutely shot to ribbons in the forwards. Some of them can barely lift their arms. And Graham Hughes, you got another change.
Well, he's had to come from the field this time, Craig Diamond, and out there in 19 is Scott Gustard.
Gustard, a useful player too. He's playing a number 19. Becoming a marathon of endurance in the heat. Speechley pops a pass nicely to Ettinghausen. He's gone into the clear. He's looking for support. He's taken out, throws the ball anywhere. What an astonishing bit of football. Parramtta have come up with it. I can't believe that a player of his quality would throw the ball anywhere there like that. It's gone to Don Price. He charges ahead. Parramtta in possession about 30 metres out from the Cronulla line. Have a look at it. Why would he do that? That's a nice absurd bit of football. Mosley mightn't have too many refinements about his game, but there's no suggestion of him ever stopping. Muggleton. Back to Sterling. Sterling then to Wolf. Wolf evades 1, 2. Can't get a pass away as he's wrapped up by Magore up top with Nixon down below. I'll be interested to know what Nixon's tackle count is today. Sterling on the dummy, gets it back into Eden. It's only 5 metres out. It's the last tackle. Cronulla soaking up plenty of pressure here. They go the blind side once again, away to win. 16 tackles for Nixon. I suggest that a lot of those have been absolutely critical ones. Oh, they're coming thick and fast. Graham Hughes.
Yet more changes for Cronulla. Glenn Mortimer is out there on the sideline in 22. He'll go on for Speechley. Speechley will move off. Nixon will go to the 5'8" position and Glenn Mortimer into the lock forward role.
All right, I suggest that you'd probably think of him as a Canterbury player, wouldn't you?
Well, it's hard not to realise a Mortimer somewhere near at Belmore, but he's a player that can stand up on his own accounts, and he was a skipper in the reserve grade side, and he's a talented player with the ball, Glenn Mortimer.
Indeed he is. Well, now we've got only about 8 minutes to go in this match. And both sides, I suggest, are very, very tired. Extremely tired. It's been enervating heat. There have been 8 tries scored. Been a lot of long runs. Sterling back inside to Linda. Linda's going to score. There's a try with a smart bit of football by Sterling. That's a move that Balmain often used with Scott Garvin. He's at half-back and Pearce. And Linda comes up, I believe, with his second try for the match. And we'll watch it on the State Bank replay. You'll see a steady bit of play there. Nice football from Sterling. They win the scrum and turns it back on the inside. That's one that young Quinn wasn't thinking about on that occasion. And Linda's big, strong body and powerful legs surging over. Again, watch the Sterling input into this. Runs wide, turns the shoulders, takes the tackler out and gives it to Linda, who's got the power and strength to dispossess himself of 2 tackles. So, fasten your seatbelts. 26 points to 22. 5 metres in from the sideline. A conversion that's going to make it 24-26 if he's successful. Muggleton from towards the sideline. He struck it well. He's done it again. Muggo has done it again for Parramatta, and he's put them within 2 points with 6 minutes to go. Well, the tension here, there might only be 14,500 people in attendance, which is a good crowd. But I tell you what, they're making enough noise for 25,000. This is excitement-packed rugby league. We've seen some astonishingly good football. We've seen some pretty sloppy football. But it's been exciting all throughout. We've had 9 tries, and don't tell me the crowd don't love to see tries scored. 26 points Cronulla, 24 to Parramatta. And my statistician Warwick will count those minutes down for me as we come into the last 5 minutes from now. The kickoff. Now Sterling will want to get down the end of the field, the other end, fairly smartly. Atkins. About 12 metres out from his line. No mistake football for 3 or 4. And then the giant boot to get it down where they can maybe salvage a draw or score a try. They won't do it that way. That pass to Laurie was a horror right behind him. About 3 minutes to go, we are told. Linda. 2-try Linda. Muggleton at dummy half. Out to Sterling. Long cutout pass out to Laurie. He's got men outside him. Gives it away to Kragovic. Kragovic is wrapped up about 4 metres short of the quarter line. Last tackle. Now to Sterling. The boot downfield. Can they keep it in play? Jonathan Docking does. He'll bring it back about 20 metres. He's trying. Oh, Buggo's got him. Leabeater's got him, but he's got up again, the little fella. He's ploughed forward. He's still going. He's up to the halfway line. Great run. That was a David and Goliath contest. He's now about a metre short of the halfway line. Sorensen ploughing straight ahead. A good run from the prop forward with many stitches over his right eye. Now out to Quinn. Quinn on to Perry. Perry ploughs forward. 26-24. Sorensen. Quinn. Glenn Mortimer coming up with a strong tackle that wrapped him right up. Out there to Gavin Miller. Gets a pass away nicely to Nixon. Nixon away to Quinn. Quinn to Sorensen. Sorensen away there to Scott Gustard, and they brought it back to the Parramatta quarter. Last tackle. Quinn. Gone for the grubber type kick. It's going to find touch over Kragovic's head about 4 metres out from the Parramatta line. Gavin Miller runs the blind side. They're going to use it up sensibly. This is Cronulla entitled to hang on and play nothing but steady football. Perry. One-handed pass back into Docking. Docking on the charge. He's tackled but not put down. Gets to his feet. Now he's put down about 4 metres out. Cronulla very short of players on the left-hand side here. If it was swung wide quickly. Miller elects to take the tackle. 26 points to 24. Injury time. Cronulla lead. Long cut-out pass that hits a player on the foot. And do Parramatta live again? Have they the chance of a scrum? They should get the ball from it as they're put in. Well, the referee not happy with that, Kevin Roberts. Cronulla won't be concerned about how long they take. It's a penalty to Parramatta in the dying stages of the game. Sterling kicks for touch. 2 balls on the field at the moment. The referee's taking time out. We've apparently gone 5 minutes into injury time. I think that's the hooter now with Parramatta in possession. And that's the end of the section. And Cronulla have come up with a dramatic win against the Parramatta side, who were down 24-12 at half-time. They've won 26-24. We've had a number of tries scored in the match, and there they are on the screen at the moment. Cronulla came up with Coleman, Ettinghausen, Watson and Nixon tries. And Growth, Wynn, Linda, 2 for the Parramatta side. The goals have been 5 to Watson, 4 to Muggleton. The scoreline at the top tells the story. Cronulla 26-24.
Gavin, a super first half, but then what happened? You let it slip.
Well, we just lost a lot of intensity in the second half. I think the heat hit both sides, and certainly they won a couple of balls against the scrum, against the feed, and certainly Peter Sterling started to dominate a lot more in the second half. But, credit to the boys, they hung in there, and we come up with some great tries and some spectacular tries, and it was full credit to him and full credit to the team, and certainly full credit to Jack Gibson's game plan today. It was terrific.
Was the heat a big advantage for you guys in the first half?
Well, they've got a couple of big guys up front, and certainly I think, it took its toll on a couple of big guys, and it wasn't until the shadows came over the ground that they started to get a bit of momentum up front, and, we hung in there, and, as I said, it was a tough match, and it's always tough here.